And when it comes to 135-pounders with momentum, few have more of it than TJ Dillashaw, who looks to keep streaking tonight against Rafael Assunção. After a hectic 12 months in the bantamweight division, the elite have made their mark. And two of them, TJ Dillashaw and Rafael Assunção, will meet tonight, hoping to move ever closer to the 135-pound championship. Former Ultimate Fighter finalist Dillashaw has won his last 4 bouts, showing off even more new wrinkles in his game, courtesy of violent knockouts of Issei Tamura and Hugo Viana. But if there's one bantamweight that has seen it all in the sport, it's Brazil's Assunção. And after 4 consecutive wins of his own, most recently over Mike Easton and Vaughn Lee, he's expecting to show off his veteran experience and then some inside the octagon here tonight. TJ Dillashaw takes on Rafael Assunção. How good is this matchup at 135 pounds? We get to the tail of the tape. The 31-year-old Brazilian Rafael Assunção opposite the 27-year-old American TJ Dillashaw. Both fighters 5'6" tall. A very slight half-inch reach advantage with the Brazilian Rafael Assunção. To get us started with the official introductions is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a bang Muay Thai fighter holding a professional record, 9 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5'6" tall, weighing in at 136 pounds, 61.7 kilos. Fighting out of Sacramento, California, USA, TJ Dillashaw. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 19 wins, 4 losses. He stands 5'6" tall, weighing in at 135 pounds, 61.2 kilos. Fighting out of Alpharetta, Georgia, USA, by way of Recife, Brazil, Rafael Assunção. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Mario Yamasaki.
Mario Yamasaki, your third man inside the octagon. The beautiful Jenny Andrade doing work outside the octagon to get us going.
You ready? Let's go, come on.
They touch gloves and we are underway. Neither fighter has been taken down in his UFC career. A lot of similarities between these two guys, at least in, big right hand there from Assunção in terms of what they've accomplished in the UFC, both making their 6th UFC appearance, both have won their last 4. And both could conceivably find themselves in a title fight in 2014. Got to get it done here tonight.
Assunção trying to set up a spinning attack here. Look for a wheel kick here. He's starting to kind of get very narrow, which has me believe he's looking for a spinning attack. Look at those combinations, very sharp from Assunção. Both of these men just dangerous everywhere. Both have knockout power, excellent on the mat. I give the edge to Dillashaw with his wrestling and the edge on the ground to Assunção. Assunção really showing a lot of variety early on. And you see Dillashaw switching his stances. When he switches that southpaw stance, look for a shot. Yeah, and there it is from Dillashaw. Once he's got that, once he's in that southpaw stance, you'll see a lot of wrestlers go for the takedowns there, and that's what Dillashaw did. And Assunção right back to his feet. Excellent get up from Rafael.
Both of these guys so explosive. Assunção getting taken down for the first time in his UFC career, but back upright 90 seconds into this one. And Assunção is a striker, very hard-nosed guy, but as Dillashaw lands the uppercut, really seems to favor power over scoring points when it comes to his striking.
Dillashaw showing a lot of different looks, switching his stances back and forth, a lot of feints. He's holding that right hand a little low in both stances. He's got to watch out. Assunção has serious power, especially with that right hand.
Dillashaw mixing it up beautifully here in the early going.
And what I loved about that combination, he went low to the body and went upstairs with a kick. And a nice combination from Assunção.
And he puts a capper on it with a big left hand. Dillashaw returns fire with an outside leg kick. So, as we expected, both fighters at their offensive best here early. Huge head kick upstairs lands for Dillashaw, and Assunção eats it like a sandwich.
Assunção with the power advantage, but clearly it's Dillashaw with the speed advantage, really mixing it up very, very well now. And you can see that's what Dillashaw wants to wrestle, when he's got that right leg forward. Look at this, right on the back of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Assunção has both hooks in here, trying to get that right forearm underneath the neck of Assunção. Let's see if Assunção drops and throws Dillashaw face first. He's got it tight here, John.
Dillashaw working hard for this one. Assunção
looks like more of a crank here. Sorry, John.
Assunção, a veteran of the game, gives the referee the thumbs up once again there.
He's not in danger of the choke here, but he does have a nice crank here, and now he's out of the choke again. But Dillashaw right back to work.
Huge response from the Brazilian faithful as Assunção escapes. It is tight once again.
Yeah, he's got it real tight, John. Still kind of on the chin, though, of Assunção. Dillashaw really squeezing now. You can see Assunção really grimacing here.
And also maybe dealing with some blood in that left eye, Kenny.
That he is. Dillashaw really transitioned extremely well. Just so fast, John. Now he's flattened Assunção out. Assunção grabbing that wrist very well. Now back to his feet. And now he's in on a single. Beautiful escape for Assunção.
What a display of high-level mixed martial arts here as we approach the 30-second mark in round one.
Big mouse underneath the left eye of Assunção.
And just ridiculous athleticism when it comes to TJ Dillashaw. Slips there on the kick. Assunção looking to capitalize.
What a fight to get things started. And again, it's Dillashaw faking low and going high with that kick. Assunção got caught with it earlier. He's gonna have to watch out for that beautiful little stomp from Assunção. Here it is, that right hand from Assunção early in the first round. Nice little combination from Assunção. Now look at this, he faked low, he looked low, then went upstairs. Assunção, if he caught that full on the neck, could have been a KO there.
And Dwayne Bang Ludwig in the corner of TJ Dillashaw has garnered a lot of accolades since becoming the head coach at Team Alpha Male. Just a clear, concise, no-nonsense message for TJ Dillashaw in between rounds.
And he's very high on Dillashaw, John.
Yes.
Really believes he has himself a future champ at 135 pounds.
And of course, we know Team Alpha Male leads the league in #1 contenders. It is an eventuality that one of them will eventually bring that UFC gold back to Sacramento. Nice sharp short left from Assunção.
And it's Assunção now switching his stance. Landed a very nice left hand. Heavy, heavy kick on the inside of the leg of Dillashaw from Assunção. We saw Dillashaw very effective with him switching stances. Now it's Assunção switching stances, trying to confuse Dillashaw here.
And a nice kick to the body for Assunção after trying to catch the leg.
Dillashaw measuring, trying to get his range here against Assunção. Nice left hand from Rafael.
So Assunção starting to find his range here a minute into round two.
And he's showing excellent footwork as well. Now look at that foot right on the neck, really going for that Thai neck kick. Dillashaw's been very close on that technique a few times here in this fight. Dillashaw. There's the power from Assunção.
And again, Rafael Assunção found a lot of success, even up at 155 pounds.
Nice attempt at a takedown. Nice sprawl from Assunção. Now with the high elbow guillotine. He's got the arm in, though. He rolls out of it. He's out of the first attack now. Trying to transition to another choke is Assunção. Let's see if Assunção turns it into a sweep here, tries to elevate TJ. Assunção is going to try to get back to his feet here because Dillashaw has to back out of it. Let's see what Assunção has here. He's got a nice tight grip on the neck of Dillashaw. Dillashaw trying to buy his time, trying to see what Assunção does here. What a fight.
And you see the confidence growing for Rafael Assunção. TJ Dillashaw's gone largely unchallenged since his UFC debut against John Dodson, getting all he can handle here in round 2.
And now Dillashaw's gonna have to really be careful on his shots now because Assunção has found his range and he keeps locking up a guillotine from there. He showed off a beautiful sprawl earlier, now setting up various chokes, and that's gonna get inside the head of Dillashaw. Wow, what a left hook to finish the combination from Assunção. Dillashaw really showing off a great beard, both of these guys, but beautiful exchanges back and forth.
Just tremendous desire on both sides. A must-win, at least in terms of the title picture for both guys in the bantamweight division.
This has been a great round for Assunção here. Got caught off balance here, now in on a single. And Dillashaw's out of it.
Dillashaw once again working on a single here. Now has control of the body, and now the back.
Yep, he's got one hook in here, John. Not a good way to finish the round here for Assunção, who was doing so well. But look at Dillashaw, bleeding out of the nose, it looks like, very badly. He got caught with a short uppercut. I'm not sure if that was the one that caught him, but what an escape from Assunção now.
And Dillashaw greets him with a knee on the way up. Under 30 seconds to go in our second round. Not the fight during which to look down or grab a beer. Great action on both sides.
I'm getting tired just watching these guys. Assunção trying to feint, looking for that left hand.
Another pop from Assunção with that left hand. Dillashaw returns fire. A flurry towards the end of round 2.
Another beautiful little short right uppercut from Assunção.
All he's looking to do is try to tell you, hey, for him to commit, the same thing. Hey, how you feeling? Good. Right? All you can take is right hand. Can I run right on? Sorry? Can you do that one? Maybe. Relax. All he's looking for is that right hand, okay? In and out, keep it motion. When you do that switch across, you gotta touch, find a way. Because all you're doing tudo direto de canhoto, controlinho do 2.
You had a perfect cross. 1-2 was perfect. Everything's going in. Got it? You got his map. You kicked him on the inside, on the outside. It's perfect. Just be confident. And don't let him take you down.
Well, it was an excellent round for Assunção. That short uppercut, that's really what got the nose of TJ Dillashaw to really bleed all over the place. Back and forth round, but you got to believe that was Assunção's round.
Well, and Dillashaw asked Dwayne Bang Ludwig in between rounds if he had lost the round. Ludwig replied, maybe, but you don't have to worry about urgency when it comes to these fighters. 5 minutes and counting here to go. And how about that? And a nice right there from Assunção.
Assunção almost finished the takedown there, got Dillashaw off balance. Off the little crane kick there from Dillashaw. Watch for the shot. Oh, beautiful knee there from Dillashaw.
And that one certainly found the target.
Yeah, he was going for the kick, John, going upstairs and got caught right on the nose, looked like the knee, and Assunção ate it with no problems.
Dillashaw back to the orthodox stance.
Dillashaw hasn't quite been able to catch his range. I'd like to see more jabs from Dillashaw to help his combinations really come together, but Assunção now really trying to counter. Big kick from Dillashaw. And that's what Assunção needs to do. More feints, more feints. That's what's throwing Dillashaw off.
Nice counter right there from TJ.
And Assunção back to switching his stances. Can be very confusing for a fighter when you're dealing with that. You don't know where the attacks are gonna come. It's funny angles. Both of these men have that in their arsenal. They could switch it up. Nice jab from Assunção.
3.5 minutes with which to work. Rafael Assunção, TJ Dillashaw. Huge fight here at 135 pounds. Assunção referring to it as the semifinals.
See, Assunção's going backwards here. He's trying to counter, but it's Dillashaw. The judges are going to see Dillashaw going forward here, bringing the action. Assunção trying to finish this single here. Dillashaw, nice counter.
Dillashaw continues to switch stances. Pace has slowed somewhat here in the third.
Beautiful sprawl from Dillashaw once again.
And a nice knee there to the midsection of Assunção. Nice stiff jab there from the Brazilian.
Looks like there's a cut over the right eye of Dillashaw there. Not sure if that was off of a knee, but he is bleeding pretty bad. Dillashaw needs to go back to that high volume style, really put his combinations together now. But it's the power of Assunção that has really earned his respect. Assunção trying to set up that left hand here, trying to catch Dillashaw on the way in.
Dillashaw just able to get that left hand up to block. Well, it didn't block that one.
I love the circling of Assunção. As soon as he senses that cage behind him, he circles away, gets his back to the center of the cage, thwarting the takedown attempts of Dillashaw here. Nice left hook from Dillashaw.
Nice little combination there from Dillashaw. Not sure how much of it landed.
Assunção has to be careful. As he's throwing that right jab, he's really dropping that left hand. If Dillashaw goes upstairs with another one of those kicks, he's got to be careful.
Under a minute to go in what has been a great fight at 135 pounds.
Dillashaw really pressuring here. Assunção is going to have to go forward here. The judges are looking for this forward pressure. Look at this.
Yeah, big right hand there from Dillashaw landed.
Assunção in with double underhooks. Let's see if he can turn this into a takedown here late in the round. Dillashaw has one underhook. He's able to stop that one.
Yeah, and a nice job by Dillashaw to make sure that didn't happen in a round that could go either way. Nice head movement there from Dillashaw.
Dillashaw pursuing here. Big shot from Assunção that misses.
And a counter right from Dillashaw doesn't.
Dillashaw really trying to sit down on his punches and get power, but what a fight!
How's that for some high-level mixed martial arts, ladies and gentlemen? TJ Dillashaw and Rafael Assunção. The official decision when we return to Sao Paulo. Stay with us. From Barueri, Sao Paulo, Brazil, it is UFC Fight Night, Maia versus Shields. The UFC making its 6th of 7 trips to Brazil here in 2013, and you can bet on it. We will be back for more. What a performance turned in by TJ Dillashaw and his counterpart, Rafael Assunção. All right, the official decision is in. Here's the veteran voice, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 29-28, Dillashaw, 29-28, Assunção, and 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Rafael Assunção.